Hello everyone and welcome back to Tears of the Kingdom opening Amiibos. I decided to start this episode inside my house because I worked hard on it and I want to show it off a little. So these episodes are going to be kept to 3 areas I'm planning. So the Temple of Time where we started, my house of course as we are currently here, and lastly I will do it in the tutorial area as well, but I don't want to spoil any other areas than that for you, so don't worry. I did just really want to show off my house, and you'll also see the area around it, which is in Akala. So if you don't want to see the Akala region, I'm sorry. My voice keeps kind of cutting out, huh? Sorry about that. Anywho, we're doing the house tour before I get to opening Amiibos right away. Here's our kitchen. Very nice. It's where all the curry happens. I make far too much curry. Our god statue. Now we can pray out whenever, we do horrible things. Our weapon stands. Our shield stands. I didn't really show off my bedroom much, did I? And here's our bedroom, where we have warm milk every night before bed. Nice and cozy. Outside of our house, oh, there's a blood moon rising. Good, I've actually been leaving my game on waiting for one. Here is Ivana, our horse. And where we're going to be opening Amiibos will be just around up on my roof, where I have a garden and a nice little pond. Alright, let's get to opening Amiibos. I know it is a very fancy house. I spent way too many rupees on it. But now you guys know why in the previous episodes I was complaining about not having any rupees. Let's see. I want to try to get some fish in my pond. Yes, one landed in. The fish my pond started with, I took it, and it has not respawned. So I think I made a terrible mistake taking it. Anyway, how are you guys doing? What would your guys' dream house be? In real life and in Zelda? I'm curious. Oh no, the fish didn't make it. Ooh, ancient blade. An ancient dagger-like blade is too small to wield as a weapon, but it can be used as an arrowhead. Yeah, it's cool because in the first game, the description of ancient arrow said that it was a dagger tied to an arrow. And so yeah, that's so awesome. I'm going to, I guess you guys don't mind seeing the Blood Moon cutscene, right? I guess skip ahead if you don't want to see it. I did not plan for there to be a Blood Moon during the episode. We saw it in the trailer, so I feel like it's not too bad to see it. Spooky. Alrighty. Let's see, what else gives us fish? I believe we can get fish from this one. Alright, there we go. That's enough fish for my pond. It's not a huge pond, so we can't fit a ton of fish in there, but hey. Nice Zora Spear, always good to have. Alright, Let's stop trying to litter in my pond. And just open Amiibos normally now. I'll do it down on the ground here, so you have more space to work with. I am not using my Amiibo one. There we go. So for me, we kind of discussed this in the last series in Breath of the Wild, but I said I always wanted to live in the... not always. I learned I wanted to live in the Great Plateau, because it has everything. It's got the warm areas, it's got the cold areas. It was relatively isolated from the rest of the world, so I would say relatively safe. And that was nice. But I do like where my house is now. Still pretty happy with it anyway. And of course, in real life, I'd also like to live somewhere where you get snow in the winter, heat in the summer. Oh, didn't mean to go to my camera. And preferably by a lake or a river. So that would be nice. Ooh. One arrow. Turn the volume off my headphones way too loud, and this is making me go deaf. Alright, I fixed it. Sorry, guys. Some more exciting news. I got my new shipment of tea today. It was the jasmine tea from the last one, which turned out to be my favorite. That's always exciting for me. Life's been going good lately. Been pretty chill. I guess life is always chill for me, because I try to make it that way. I'm not one for excitement. Not a partier, not a thrill seeker, just kinda chill. That's all I ever want. We got some amber at least. Ooh, Cobble Crusher. And we are wearing the... Why do I keep turning around? I think I'm getting stick drift from playing this game so hard. Yeah, I'm getting a bit of stick drift. That is extremely unfortunate. Had the Switch for years and never had that problem. So okay, my brother knows how to fix it. I'll ask him. He's fixed it in all his own controllers. I was gonna say we're wearing the Wind Waker outfit today. Oh, and we switched to something I believe we got in the last episode. Maybe the episode before it. But we're now using it. Where can it? Just let me onto the chests. Let me stand on you. I'll just use my house. And we're using the Lone Ranch glider. Because I think it's cute. It's funny, I've always wanted to make a series of Zelda-themed recipes. But I'm always terrified of being sued by Nintendo if I tried that. But for Lone Milk, I always thought, like, oh my god, is that the Sage Sword? I did not know that was in this game. Okay, a slender claymore thought to have been handed down to the kingdom of Hyrule ages ago. The blade shines with a holy luster. Nice. Okay, let's drop you. Now we have 2 rare weapons. We got the C80 sword, of course. And now our Sage sword. Very fancy. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Lone Wolf. That'd be funny to call it like Low and Lonely. So then it would still kind of sound like Lone. Low and Lonely Milk. Although I feel like with a name like that, you'd have to make it an alcoholic drink. I don't really drink alcohol. Hey, Bob Meadow Divine Home, awesome. So I wouldn't even be able to taste test my own drink, which would be a crying shame. It would be much better to just have it as a milkshake. Nice soldier's bow. We broke many of our weapons between episodes, of course, as we always do. I've been trying to... Oh, that is not... We are not using that as a box breaker. That works, I guess. Oh, goodness. Open up. Rusty halberd. I don't really care about that. You can stay. Over here. I'm thinking of doing a series of videos now. I'm just gonna call it, like, you know, post-game. And it'll be shorter videos where I just do some fun post-game stuff. Because honestly, I miss recording when I play now. Like, I beat the game, but I'm still playing the heck out of it. Super fun and has a ton of stuff left to do. So I figured that could be its own kind of video series. Maybe since I do Amiibos on Saturdays and Sundays, that could be Fridays, and then I have the whole weekend block covered, you know? Smash. Oh no. So for everyone who has played, and who watched the trailers before playing, what powers were you most excited to see before you played, and after playing, which one turned out to be your favorite? I think I asked a very similar question last episode, but whatever, it's an important question. There could be people watching this episode who didn't see the last one. I'm very curious, because I thought I would hate the Ascend ability that was shown in the trailer. I was like, that is going to ruin so many puzzles in this game. But it actually turned out to integrate very nicely, I believe. And I ended up appreciating it. Wasn't my favorite ability. That would definitely be the hand here, is my favorite ability. But I did not dislike it. So that's a win, as far as I'm concerned. don't really care about that. My shoulder just cracked very intensely. Ooh, I do care about that. I'm gonna play something like you. I forget to toss you. You go into the reject pile. Oh, and some good news about Todd. I'm not sure if I actually mentioned this in the Amiibo videos or if I only mentioned it in the main series. So we'll start with the bad news if no one heard it. What is it called? He has, I think it's a hyperthyroidism. So he needs medicine every single day. And at first he hated it. It could be a little bit of a challenge to hold his head still. But he's gotten very used to it. He comes in, he sits down on my lap. He patiently waits for me to put it in his ear. He still kind of cringes a bit, like he tucks his head in. He's like, you gross. And then, yeah, he's all good. So it's a good boy. He's all taken care of. We're gonna keep him healthy and strong. And for anyone who's new to my videos and has no idea who the heck Todd is, that is my cat. One of my cats. Kind of like my secondary cat, if you will. His Bubbles is his sister. And I don't know if I've even shared the story of Todd on the channel before. But, we shall go back and I shall share the full story of Todd. And if I've already shared this, I'm sorry. I probably have because I like to share it. Because I love my cats. But, basically my sister got a cat named Muffin. And Muffin did not live with me when she had babies, but I got to keep one of the babies. And the one I saw being born, I was there when it was happening, was Bubbles. And I immediately named her Bubbles. And I was like, she is the cutest creature to ever exist in all the world, which still stands, by the way, 13 years later. And so I took Bubbles into my care. And Todd was part of the same litter, and kind of cute story, there was another cat named Tango, and Todd was the runt of the litter, and Tango was the big bully of the litter. And one day he was being not very nice to Bubbles. They were little baby kittens, they were too young to be taken from their mother, so they were still together at that point. And Tango had Bubbles pinned down, and was biting into her neck, and Bubbles was meowing out for help, and Todd, runt of the litter, full force charged across the room and tackled Tango into a wall. And I was like, oh my god, Todd. You're a superhero, I love you, buddy. So that was really cool. But, then when Bubbles was old enough, I took her into my care. Honestly, I think I might have taken her a little bit earlier, but it all worked out. She's a healthy and happy cat. Hey, to a good time. And, not long after, sadly, their mother did go missing. There was a coyote in the neighborhood, and they were all outside cats. So, yeah, Muffin did end up going missing, which was very sad, but, then Todd kept getting his neck caught while everyone he lived with was at work. He got his neck caught on a table leg, like several times in a row, and they'd come home to see him kind of hanging, struggling there, and he had little injuries, little cuts, or scrapes, or whatever you'd call them on the side of his neck. It was pretty bad. They didn't know what to do with him. They're like, well, we have to tape up the table legs, make sure there's no way he can sneak in there again. And hope he stops hurting himself. But sadly, he did not stop getting hurt. And he ended up getting a pretty nasty gash on one of his ears. Almost, like, you can almost see right through it. It was so bad. And so they said, enough is enough. This cat is trying to kill himself. And it is not safe to leave him home alone. So he will be in Noah's care. And that is me, I am Noah. So I ended up taking Todd, along with Bubbles. Bubbles had been living with me for several months at that point. She was already basically my familiar. But then Todd joined the crew, and he and Bubbles got along immediately. They got along when they were kittens, so sure they were just best friends anyway. Sure they were happy to see each other again. And kind of funny, we would take a maxi pad and wrap that over Todd's ear to stop him from scratching it, because he kept trying to scratch his wound back open, and we couldn't think of another solution. We're like, alright, we need something that'll absorb the blood, not be harmful to him, and something he can't scratch through. And we ended up getting him his own maxi pads. So I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, that is the story of Todd's first little while living with me. Was having that on his ear all the time. Now he's grown up to be big and strong and muscly. Ooh, Trousers of Time. I've gotten 2 different timepieces this episode. That's awesome. And I think in the very first Amiibo poll we did, before we started doing Amiibo episodes, it was in the Let's Play series. I want to see the Amiibos. We actually got the Hat of Time. So now we have the full set. Whoops. That is weird. Stopped registering my blue controller for some reason. I'm not too interested in that weapon. If you guys ever take a gander at my shorts section on my channel, you find a lot of 15-second videos that are just pictures of my cats or little short clips of them doing something. So if you ever want to see the cats I talk so much about in these episodes, you can. They're just in the shorts. And occasional community posts about them. I've been very genuinely considering setting up a cat tower for them, right beside my computer where I record, and then pointing a cam at it. So instead of having like the usual YouTuber face cam, it would be one focused on them. I think that'd be kind of cute. I don't want to use the face cam, man. We've already discussed I'm fucking incredibly ugly. You guys don't need to see that. No one wants to see that. Also, maybe like morbid curiosity. Like, if you guys want a face reveal, I'll do one, but I'm not gonna have my face in every single video. That's just unpleasant for everyone all around. Yeah, I think having a Bubbles cam could be pretty fun. Especially because she spends most of my videos harassing me anyway. That's not fair, not most of them. She's being so good right now. She's just lying down beside me chilling. Not bothering at all. But either way, she is always with me. So it wouldn't be hard to have a little camera for her. Ooh, frantic bow. I like those ones because they zoom in. And I have bad aim. Alright, I used that one already. Don't I normally save that one for one of the last 2? I guess we're on the last one now, by the way. And I was like, alright, I needed one that I knew dropped fish. And I knew that one dropped fish. So I used it to put them in the pond. Alrighty. Thank you all so much for joining me and listening to my rambling cat stories. Oh, the fish despawned, I'm so sad. And for joining me for the house tour. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I also hope you, each and every one of you, have a fantastic day. Pretty please make good choices, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.